So we're going to take a quick look at how to play the Manga High game Jabara. All right, so we're going to start in a level that's actually pretty far along. I think we're going to look at level 165 for starters. All right, oh sorry, 169. All right. So here we go. So first we get some really fun music. Love it. All right, so we are essentially looking at how to solve a linear equation. And so we're going to have to go step by step for solving linear equations. And just in this game, we always have this little hint here. So it's telling us to try to simplify terms inside the parentheses first. So if I'm looking in the parentheses, I have a y plus a y. Well, those are similar terms, so I can combine them. So then, using order of operations, I have to do multiplication before I do addition. And obviously parentheses come before all that, but I can't combine 1 and 2y because they're not the same thing. This has a y, this does not. And this game will not allow us to do it at all. Now up here I've done 1 out of 17 steps. So if I solve this in under 17 steps, then I will get 3 joules. If I go over, I'll get less joules, but let's not worry about it. Let's just solve it. So multiplication comes before addition, so I need to distribute the 8 to everything inside the parentheses. So I do that by grabbing the tile, clicking and grabbing, and just placing it on top of anything inside the parentheses. And right away it's going to tell me that the 8 gets multiplied to both the 2y and the 8 gets multiplied to the plus 1. So now I need to do that multiplication piece, and Jabara is going to make me do every step and not let me do any shortcuts, which obviously is sometimes frustrating, but it's probably a good policy. Now, since I distributed that 8 to both terms inside the parentheses, that means the necessity for the parentheses has passed. I don't need them anymore. So what I'll do is I'll put the cursor on the parentheses, and I believe it'll work for either the back one or the front one, and I will double click. When I double click on the parenthesis, it will get rid of the parentheses, and that is necessary for me to manipulate anything that is outside the parentheses with something inside the parentheses. So then I'm going to distribute the 2 to the 2 inside the parentheses. I'm going to multiply it, and just like I was saying, obviously I will have to let me do this. So I'm going to take the denominator and I'm going to divide the numerator by the denominator. So when I do that, it's going to bust this open into 3 separate problems. And I'll go back, show you again what we're doing. So when I divide by 4, I have to divide each of these 3 terms by 4. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and add those together because they're similar terms. So so again, I'm going to divide 16y by 4 and 12 by 4. And to do that, I'm going to take it and place it over this. And there we go. And I want to get rid of the parentheses because, all right, but, oh, I'm going to go back a little bit. Do you know why? Because notice how I'm at 8 out of 17. If I go like this and then break out the parentheses, I'm at 11 steps, right? Whereas if I break out the parentheses first, I will end up getting through this with less steps. All right, so now we have 4y plus 3 is equal to 3y plus 5. I'm going to subtract 3y from both sides. I'm going to combine the y's together because they're similar terms. I'm going to multiply 1 times y, so I drag the tile on top. I have to subtract both sides by 3. No! It did not like that, did it? No, but I get to move on. All right. So I'll do one more just to take us through this. So combine similar terms, going to multiply the x. And now I can't do anything with that so much. So I'm going to get rid of the parentheses. I don't really want that. Get rid of that parentheses. And now I need to divide both sides by 9. So I'm going to drag this 9 tile over here. And then obviously if I divide one side by 9, I have to divide the other side by 9 as well. All right, we're back in business. Multiply there, and there we go.
There we go.
All right, so that's how to play Jabara. I hope that's helpful. Again, just remember, it's going to make you show every step. It's going to make you show every step. All right, so with that, I'm going to say goodbye.